Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go from Southern California. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run, and this is Ashton Genty. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Once again, it's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18.
He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. They'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Buffalo 18. Get it. Cougar 19. Hurt.
In motion, Besh. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down. Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Back to the air one more time. That's caught left side by Bowers. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll try to pick it up with Genty, and he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. Able to convert. It was 3rd and short, and they pick up 4.
So, Mike, it's actually funny to say, but these are actually the kind of offensive possessions that defenses want you to have, right? So the idea on defense is make them snap it again, make them go the long way. So at some point, when they continue to get fresh sets of downs, expect them to try to get a big play, try to generate a chunk, and try to move the ball down the field at a quicker pace.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Taking off,
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Second and 10.
Check, smash. Check. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready, ready.
Here's Genty. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scrimmage. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
A 55-yard attempt.
Fuck. Is good. And the Raiders to an early 3-0 lead. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down.
Go, Rig, go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Genty. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers. It's a gain of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
First down, Las Vegas.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He's good. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Amy Fairbairn on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Washington now to return it. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. First carry here for Omarion Hampton. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Incomplete on third down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hold it ready. Get it. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 70 Lions.
What's tight end? What's tight end? What's the key?
60 Vikings, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Let's go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Raiders.
Fairbairn lining up for the extra point.
Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Raiders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Herbert. That is caught by Washington. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
At the 34-yard line.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Going left side, complete to Harris. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 14-0 is our score. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal. After this, a couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10.
Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Ray. Come. Motion. Set.
On play action. Now Herbert. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his first grab in this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A throw right side is intercepted. And the Raiders will take over here just past the 30.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Odafeo to make the play.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 33, here's second and 8.
Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Now, faking the give. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Cougar 19. Ready.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. On fourth down, A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Whoa. Oh, looks like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. From the 35, it's first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
8 yards.
From the 43, here's second and a couple.
At the 43-yard line.
Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. From the 38 now, here's second and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will go all the way. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's Ticker out to send this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's going to be brought down up at the 45.
A gain of 12. And the Raider first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rebels, 18 Warriors, 17. Three.
He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Ready, set.
This is 3rd and 6.
Ready. Press all 80. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll look to throw. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dante Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Defensively on 3rd down, Mike, that's the money down. You have to find a way to get off the field. Most offenses are going to be more pass-heavy, looking to throw the ball downfield to convert. How can you dial up the pressure just a little bit, force an errant throw, and in this case, come away forcing the turnover?
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. He's got his tight end, Arande Gadsden, the 2nd. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
10 at the 32-yard line.
Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton, touchdown Chargers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself, and he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
They're on the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
Man in motion here is Tucker. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Back to throw. 12 was nice last time, so they did it again. Another 12-yard pickup and another first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Off balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter. The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner, and that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. It's been a really impressive drive up until this point. I really like the way the offensive line looks, Mike. And here on this last 3rd down, they pick up just enough. Fresh set of downs, brings up 1st and goal.
Here's Genty. A second effort, and he is in. Ashton Genty. Touchdown, Vegas. Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll come across the 20 and take it. Down at the 21-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
Finding room at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 6.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. Oh, man, wide open is McConkey. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A huge play just before the half to gain of 43 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their 2nd, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's got the 1st down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here. The 3rd quarter underway. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. Herbert now on 1st down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll run. He'll try the left side now. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They gained 18 yards on that one. 1st down, L.A.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's into the hands of Harris. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the gun, it's Herbert. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws, and that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air, and truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The returner will get away from it, and it's going to be marked down at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Check the Eagles! Check the Eagles! Get it? Yes! Unlock Cowboy 80! Hurt!
On 1st and 10, it's Genty. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go! Gotta be lying!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
60 Bronco 80.
On 2nd down, Genty. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. In motion, Besh. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Check smash.
Now, give to Genchi, running right. Oh, and he takes her. Really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Pass caught right side by Thornton. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Vegas.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's left side to Tucker. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 6.
Panther 6. Bronco 80.
Run right up the gut with Genchi. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for a Raider first down. Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. To the pylon, he's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Raiders have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game.
Set to kick off.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Washington now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Set. Baylor Tiger. Black 80. Black. 59. Ready.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Quick hitting slant there. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Pick this one up on the ground. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
And And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is hot! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there for the Raiders. 56 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Moving to his left. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Raiders will extend this third quarter lead. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Set. 180. Bring it out. Hey, easy. We go orange. Let's go. Set.
On first down, Herbert. This one broken up. And it's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Let's go. Hey. Set.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Go.
On third and long, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty.
Ashton Genty, the ball carrier. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 43-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. From the 43, it's second and 3. Back to throw. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Third down coming up. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Tucker. He's got it. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Vegas.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got the hook up there on the comeback route. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
Let's go now. Top low, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Let's go.
Run out of the gun for Gentry. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
And the Raiders are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
60 Vikings. 60 Vikings.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone. And incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's no secret to anybody who follows this league. This is one of the elite playmakers in the entire NFL. So he put one high, thinking his guy would go up there and get it. We've seen him do it so many times before, but just puts a little too much on it and ends up sailing over his head. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
Set. Black 80, black. Green hot.
The drive will start on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40.
First down.
How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Green hot. Green hot. Ready.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain
6
of 14
catches for him in the ball game now, and this
the
one's
Chargers
good for a first down.
First down.
380.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Going
line.
back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2.
Hey, Ray.
They'll stick with him again. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, L.A.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit.
42. Chargers 21. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the
After the
Chargers.
touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10.
Drop check. Let's go now.
They'll run with Genty. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Ready?
Here's a second and 6.
Ready?
Once again, it's Genty. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
60 bison. 60 bison. Ready?
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this off to Genty. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the ballgame. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
70 Timberwolves.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Now he's free at the 35. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This fielded at about the 9. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Herbert now on first down. He'll let one go down the middle. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, There's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Baylor Tigers. Set.
Now Herbert's throwing on second down. A throw on the move is caught. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
Set. Let's go.
Here we go. One final play. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs.